Morning, the town of Amherst receiving nearly $2 million in funding for the development of a new rotary. It would be at the intersection of University Drive and Amity Street, which serves as the gateway between UMass and downtown Amherst. And the proposed plan calls to replace the current four-way intersection with a roundabout. This grant's a part of the Healy-Driscoll administration's award of $161 million for more than 300 projects supporting local economic development across the Bay State.